Hey guys, my name is Sidiak and welcome back to another episode of Fool's Town here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we got, pretty much placed back in the zoo, finally in our city. It took some time, it took a while, but it's finally back in. People are loving it, they're going to see it, and it's pretty dope. Also, not long ago, we kind of added in the monument, which gives us pretty much a ton of education level. So everyone, and I say nearly everyone, we're about I think it's like 94%, I could be wrong, that are now highly educated, which is great, but it also forms another issue in our city, which we're going to try and tackle today. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So guys, if you enjoy Fool's Town and want to see more of it in the future, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Anyway guys, here we are. So the issue we got right now, and this is probably the best area to kind of see this, not enough workers. And you're probably thinking, well, build up the population. It doesn't really work like that, because if I go to the population right now, we have 38% unemployed, and that's huge. And it's not because we don't have enough jobs. We have enough available jobs, but they're now being too picky. And the reason for it is, if we go to education levels, 93% are highly educated. So jobs like this in our little kind of dirty industrial area are below them. They're basically saying, I am too good for this job, Seniac. I do not want it. I would rather be unemployed than work at this terrible job, which... understandable, guys. They know their self-value and their worth. So basically, we're running out of job areas. Now, what we kind of have to do is we have to apply the Industry 4.0 or the space industry kind of thing to these areas to make the industrial zones kind of, more valuable to the workers. That makes any sense? Like, these ones are okay. I think this is already in the industrial zoning area. Like Cooper Park right now. Is it Cooper Park? Hold on, we can bring the zones up. We have this one here. Oh no, is it this one here I did it to? Yeah, industrial space planning. So we're gonna have to add these extra policies to these areas, if that makes sense. So let's kind of figure this out together. So there isn't really... is the industry there. There isn't really anything I can do there. It's kind of more like this. So I can select Cooper Park policies and implement. It's in the city plan, isn't it? Industry 4.0. All industrial workers are for well and highly educated citizens, and that's exactly what we want. Increases the production output by 50%. Reduces workplaces by 30%. So there's less jobs available. I don't mind that there's less jobs available. At least we'll be able to fill them all up with this planning. So I kind of have to do it to all of it, really. Industry 4.0. I can't actually remember as well where some of the jobs are. That's the hilarious part. Right, so we have a nice little chunk of industry just around here. They're there. Some space planning. That's kind of all good. This area over here, we kind of need to expand it a bit more. Now, what I'll do is I'll kind of get rid of it going down to here, because this itself can be its own area. So goodbye. And then we'll create our brand new area here, which is going to be called Magnolia Park. Nice. I'm going to expand this further down as well. Glorious. Right, let's kind of bleed over slightly so we get everything in. Okay. Sweet. Magnolia Park policies. Industry 4.0. So it'll be interesting to see over time how that now changes things. For Polar, is it Polar Hills? No, Poplar Hills. Do the industry as well. I mean, it will change some of the industry areas. Mission Park. I'm going to apply it to everything. Everything that I can remember has an industry in it is going to be updated and changed to it. It's just trying to remember where the dirty industry areas are. There's none there. I feel like I don't have that many. Let me see my zoning. So I have a bit over there. Ah, we have some here. And that's his Myrtle Heights area. Sweet, mate. Where else do I have it in? I think I'm only now realising I don't really have that... Oh, there's some here. Have that many little areas. Which is pretty cool. But it can be an issue. I think we have a lot of industry areas in terms of office planning as well. So how is that changing the area? Are we we're starting to see a lot of changes come through. So we try and time speed that. And so it will take some time to kind of revamp the whole situation. This building here is now upgrading on the way. So it was at 34%, wasn't it? It's now at 41%. So it's gone really high, but that's because all the buildings are now changing. So we'll give it a couple of minutes for them to update and change. And then we'll see how it's going to go. Right, I feel like building a new industrial area. And from the get-go, we have it planned and set at the industry planning. And I think we'll kind of use this area over here by the garbage plant. That's a nice little spot there for it. So we'll kind of continue the momentum with this road up here. And I think we'll cut it out from about there. So if I bring this up to about here, what's the best way to connect it? It comes up. And then we have it continue on a plateau straight. Like we bend it to connect to that point. It's the best way to do that. Maybe move this. Move this along a little bit further. There. We'll put the anarchy on. So we can just cut around from that. And then that can fizzle out into something else. Right, continue the momentum then. So we'll get the industrial road continuing. So I'll bring this continually down. There we go, boys. And we pretty much want to try and create our little grid effect. So bring it down a bit more. Bring that about to there. I'm kind of trying to maximize the space we've got now. So I don't want it... Oh, actually, you know what? We will. I might say we don't want it connected to the road there, but I will upgrade that road to that, and then it kind of fizzles out into this, unless we do it like that. Yeah, so we have the traffic built up on that road. And then we'll take it from these points here. So come out by 15 on both sides. So you have that nice chunk of space to play around with. There we go. And I do one from just there as well, but I'm going to bring this. I don't know whether to... Right, let's just use this for like a reference point right now. Let's delete that there. I might say I don't know whether to kind of create that and bring that up to here and bend that in. Yeah, why not? And we'll make it very walkable, this area too. So again, back into play mode then, because I'm trying to get all the other stuff in the background like built up and running. And we'll create these little walkways to the edges. And we do one that crosses the road as well. So people can get to where they need to get to. Alright, we'll do one just there as well. And we'll do one like this. I've seen a lot of people say in the past as well, there's no point doing roads here because nobody walks on these and on the industrial roads, but they do. A lot of people have the misconception that they think like pedestrians don't walk down the industrial roads, but trust me guys, they do. They really do. Bring that to there. That to there. That to there. Yeah, pretty solid. So let's zone this whole area then. So I wonder what it's going to call itself. We're going to bring it down and incorporate the whole garbage plant and sewage plant. Myrtle Hills. Didn't we just have one of those? I feel like we just did, didn't we? That's hilarious. So first things first, and policies. We're going to do industrial space planning and industry 4.0. We'll throw both of those on in that. And of course, we're going to turn it all dirty industrial. See how that goes for us. It'll be quite interesting. See what comes from this. Alright, try and fill all these little gaps. Alright, sweet, sweet, sweet. Is it best now just to kind of paint it all in at this point? I mean, I think so. Might as well just fill it all up as well. Just get the maximum out of this. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not? So that'll be interesting as well. Again, it provides more jobs to what is considered a big residential area over this side of the city. So that'll create some really cool jobs as well. I don't know whether to create as well a walkway over. That kind of goes over here. I think that would be a really good option to add that in. So if I kind of just come up by one there straight across. It's a little bit higher than what I would like it to be. But we'll use the move it tool to kind of play around with it. So I can come up to there. And this just simply goes down to there. So bring that. Alright, is that too, I might say, is that too low? But that should, no, that's perfect. Okay, we'll go with that then. So this creates that little quick walkover so people can, it's in walking distance for a lot of people. So that's pretty interesting. So what's our job hunt right now? It's, again, 44% unemployed. Fair enough. But hopefully we're turning it around slightly. We're just going to give it time to simulate and create those open jobs and pretty much make the areas upgrade and change. So not enough buyers for the products, apparently, that we're trying to shift. So you just got to give it time. Now, is that the only connection point there? Ooh, no wonder that's being overworked. Right, it'd probably be a good idea to create a connection over here then. As well. So, let's pause a second. Now, does that work? I think it does. Yeah, they're treating it as if it's a bit weird. Because it kind of merges it in a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. We do need some ways of getting the traffic in and out better, don't we? So they do go up that way, but we need... See, this is the problem with the area that I was trying to create here. Now we have these traffic issues. It becomes even more difficult to kind of get the momentum moving, pushing it forward. Because you're kind of limited to this. I mean, there is certain stuff I can do. So we'll first try and attempt some lane management. But ultimately, it's probably not going to work out too well. So I'm just kind of floating around the idea of this. It's working over here. What happened here? That's not really connected, is it? That's hilarious. There we go. That was weird. Right, so I'm going to pause for a second. Now, if I brought this up to here. that will come out to there. So again, I'm now creating other forms of traffic to flow in and out and try and not keep off that main road. But we'll see how time kind of goes on with that. Now I've got rid of the traffic lights, it's flowing a lot smoother. But again, we're also getting the vehicles choosing this option too to connect and get out. Right, it could just be the initial build-up. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, what I'll do then is also change the lanes too. So this is the turn in. That's the only viable straight on option. And this is the right-hand turn. So by doing that then, the people who are just trying to go straight on, who are in this left-hand lane, will get out of that lane pretty much. But the backup is not huge, so it should slowly disappear. I did notice a bit of a build-up over here. Oh no, I think it's kind of cleared. I think as you kind of create more options to get in and out, the traffic disperses more, if that makes sense. But yeah, we got a lot of issues right now, but again, what are they saying? Not enough buys for products. I have to give it time because there was build up on the traffic. Got to get the vehicles in and out of this area. We have a really good cargo terminal here, so there should be no issue why they can't sell the goods. But it could be just a brief issue that we have at the moment. What is the 45% unemployed? So almost half the population unemployed. Again, we're just waiting for it all to be shifted over, for all the jobs to change. Again, not enough buys for products, so hopefully, I mean, we can solve that by creating more commercial zones. That's also a big thing that will help us out as well. But it's also creating those. So we'll just give it time to simulate and run through. And then hopefully we can find a level playing field for everybody to be happy. We've had some time now pass in the city. Things are going well. Seems to be ticking along quite nicely. We have a little bit of traffic issues here and there. This road has been heavily used. But on the whole account of it, 55% unemployment. So it turns out I've slightly ruined it. I've ruined the city a little bit more. I don't exactly know. Well, I know why, because, I mean, if you think about it, yeah, I did what I did in terms of turning it into, like, Industry 4.0. It does reduce how many jobs, but come on. In those small industrial areas, I haven't reduced that much to a point where it then unemploys like 100,000 people. No. Come on, boys. I also built this little district over here as well while I was kind of waiting. This kind of big shopping complex over here. But this is just screaming that there's not enough workers. Right. Okay. So, yes, I get it. I understand. They've got the highly educated workers. What I'm thinking I need to do is remove, and you know what, guys? I can't remember where I placed it. What's this? The fusion plant here. The monument for. Which one is it now? Is it the Eden project? No. Is it this one? No. This one. Hadron Collider. Worry about your education. I feel like I need to kind of get rid of that because it does kind of semi-ruin your whole city. It's just I gotta remember where I placed it. Oh, is it over here? No. Right, where did I place this? That's the issue I have at the moment. Right, education. Right, I'm hoping this will help me out. Because that is the issue. I have no freaking clue where I placed it. Is that it there? That's it there. Oh my goodness me. Right. Get rid of you. Because you are kind of semi-ruining my whole city. Place it with... There we go, some commercial. So now then, when someone new is born in the city, because you gotta remember now, I'm at like, where is it, the education levels? 94% educated. When someone new is born in the city, they will start uneducated. Or someone new moves in. Again, starts uneducated. Then they'll have to go for the system. So it's probably going to take a while to kind of get to the point where I want it to be right now, but I kind of have to reevaluate the whole citizen kind of thinking this. Because I see the issue. They are too educated, if that makes sense. Way too educated. Like here, the jobs are for the highly educated. And it will take that. Now, the reason they'll overpopulate the highly educated jobs is because this area, this type of industry, is aimed for the highly educated. Whereas the high density commercial is not aimed at the highly educated. So it kind of, I mean, that one's not really, you know, come on. It's ruining my point there, but it won't. Okay, that one's ruining my point as well. But what I'm trying to say is, right, that they're not aimed at it, so they're not as likely to choose overpopulating the high educated jobs, even though that just kind of ruined my point right there. But that's okay. I'll let that one slide. But yeah, if I do that, then they will be less picky, and then you get the peeps who will choose to go for all the lower jobs and stuff like that. So we have 48127. Let's see what it updates on the people employed. 48127. Okay, so it is going up. So people are now becoming employed. Would it go from 307 any higher? Let me just wait a second. Yeah, we just got like 100 people. Is the jobs available going up? 915. Hold on. Yes, it is. That's gone up as well dramatically. So by removing that, then hopefully we should have people employed. Now what's that? So yeah, we'll kind of see how that flies, and hopefully it can, you know, peeps can move in and do all that jazz and stuff like that. I'm only losing 5,000 a week at this point. I was at one point losing like 120,000, so I feel like it's slowly coming together right now. Now we do have a lot of traffic issues, especially up here. They're all trying to make this left-hand turn for some reason. Yes, they are. I feel like what's the speciality of making that left-hand turn? I don't really know, but there's a lot of vehicles wanting to make that left-hand turn. I suppose they're all trying to get to the commercial areas, aren't they? So why don't we help them out slightly? I've come out by 2 here. We're gonna... Right, this is just for the fact of trying to get them in. We'll one-way road it. So I'm just going to humour myself. Rather than humour me, let me just humour myself, guys. So if I go up and... Right, that is ridiculous. I get that it is ridiculous. But again, let me humour myself. Right, I just want to see how this gets negotiated. This whole area. So if I make it where that lane just does that turn. Because they all seem to want to be wanting to make that turn anyway. So they're going to use that turn. And hopefully that kind of reduces the amount of traffic we get in the long run on that side, and in they should then go. This would be interesting. So they seem to want to turn that way as well. I don't know why, but again, I'll get rid of that eventually. It's just I'm just humouring myself with the whole situation. Yeah. Right, job situation. It's still going up. We've come down a percentage now to 54%. But because of how big the city is, it's just a waiting game. Guys, give me some tips in the comment section down below on how we can improve the scenario of the amount of jobs. I do understand that I'm at the point where I am kind of breaking the game. So yeah, this is our statistics right now. We still got a long way to go before we can kill off the game. But I do understand I'm breaking the game at these limits. When you want something to happen, it now just takes quite a while. Plane's coming in. Ooh, boys, pretty good. So, I'll be interested to know. Are we getting like a lot of traffic backup here and there now? I haven't seen traffic in quite a while, but I feel like we're starting to get some small little backups here, there, and everywhere. I'm just kind of watching out for them as well, seeing how it all kind of goes. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are they using that turn right now? We have semi-reduced it a little bit, and vehicles are using that turn to go down here. It's just a whole weird setup on this side of the city, isn't it? Oh my goodness me! Where did this backup come from? Right, that is clearly not acceptable. Right, okay, so pause. Get rid of traffic lights there and there. Do some solid lane management now. So we'll make these merge over. I'll make that do the turn, but also merging down there. And that to go down there. So hopefully that would filter and move that. That's ridiculous, that traffic. I'm not even going to lie to you. That is ridiculous. And we'll also make sure that the junction restriction allows them to back. Well, it allows them to, like, merge a lot smoother. So that should now just tick along quite nice. I have no idea where that come from. Do we have any other issues that I haven't noticed in a while? Oh, planes. We got a lot of planes there. Do we have any planes over here? I feel like this airport is completely broke again. I don't know whether the mod's broke or I've broke it. I need to kind of figure that one out. But yeah, it's an interesting scenario. We don't now to 53%, so we now are improving the unemployment rate. It just will take some time to get it to where we need it to be. So guys, there's not really much I can do with Foolstown. It is kind of ridiculous. It really, really is. Let me know if you got any ideas of what you want me to do in this city, but at some point, I'm going to have to give everybody the save game file and just let you do your worst with it. It will be hilarious. So anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this video. Smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.